Archangel Michael is speaking with a fiery intensity today. You made a mistake, and heaven took notice. If you choose to disregard this message, it will not be easily forgiven. My child, my beloved, before you proceed, understand that this message is unlike anything you have encountered before. This is not for entertainment. This is not a mere coincidence. This is not just another warning scroll that you can set aside. You have been summoned. Yes, genuinely summoned to this message because something significant has been observed in the spirit realm, something heaven can no longer remain silent about. The angels have voiced their concerns. Jesus himself has whispered your name through the currents of prayer, and I, Archangel Michael, the steadfast defender of divine will, have been released to speak to you, but not gently, not this time, especially after what has just occurred. My beloved, you might not realize it, but your actions, even those you believed were hidden, have been echoing within the sacred chambers of heaven. The very moment you made that error, the instant your heart wavered slightly, even if unintentionally, a light flickered within your soul. That subtle flicker, heaven witnessed it. We all witnessed it. And I must tell you, child, we have watched you deviate just a little, yet enough to potentially invoke a storm, if not rectified immediately. That is precisely why this message arrived now, not tomorrow, not next week. Because if you do not heed this in time, the consequences will unfold without mercy. Nevertheless, there is still an opportunity. If you listen now, if you open your heart completely, but listen attentively. This message was intercepted 3 times before it reached you. Darkness actively sought to prevent you from seeing this. Your adversaries, both in the physical and spiritual realms, would prefer you to remain blind, but you did not. You saw it. You are here. This signifies that you are still chosen. It means heaven still believes you can realign if you do not turn away now. Child, set everything else aside. This next segment is vital for your soul. My beloved, before I delve further, allow me to ask this. Have you subscribed to this sacred channel of light? If not, do so now, not for numbers, not for self-importance, but so that the messages intended for your spirit do not bypass you again. Subscribing now will activate God's prophetic promise and divine alignment in your life, because what I am about to reveal is not generic. It is not for the masses, it is specifically for you and only you. Therefore, ensure you are connected. Do not rely on your memory. The upcoming warning could very well be your salvation. You see, child, heaven's anger differs from earthly anger. It is not uncontrolled rage. It is not violent. It is a divine fire of profound sorrow, a trembling of the heavens when a chosen one departs from the path sculpted with miracles. It is a lament from angels when someone destined to carry the oil of destiny allows it to spill. And, yes, today that righteous anger has reached me. I have never approached you with this tone before, but I must, because what was set in motion at 12:01 am today cannot be easily reversed. You perceived it as minor. You believed you were alone when you acted. But, child, do you not comprehend? The walls of heaven are never unaware. They sensed it when your spirit hesitated. They felt it when you opted for silence over truth. They felt it when you granted fear more authority than faith. My beloved, the mistake might not appear significant to you. However, to heaven, it was a fracture in glass. And if it is not mended now, the entire window will shatter. And behind that window lies everything you have ever prayed for: your marriage restoration, your financial breakthrough, the healing of your body, the salvation of a loved one. It is all intrinsically linked to the obedience of this present moment. You have been put to the test, and I must truthfully tell you, you did not succeed. But do not despair. Do not succumb to guilt. Instead, rise, because heaven has not yet closed the book. This message represents the final line written in grace before judgment intervenes. If you accept this lifeline, this final grace, then declare it. Type Amen in the comments now and watch heaven confirm your resolve. My child, there are forces whispering for you to ignore this, to dismiss it, to carry on with your day. But do you recall what transpires when you heed the wrong voice? Remember last year? Remember the opportunity you forfeited because you procrastinated. This time it is different. This time it is different. This time it is deeply personal. This time, if you walk away, the door will not await your return knock. I cannot mislead you. I was sent to advocate for you, but not to plead. You must make your choice now. Today, my beloved, the scroll of your destiny was almost sealed with disappointment. But your name, yes, your very name blazed in the sky just before the ink dried. And God declared, one more chance. Send Archangel Michael to speak. That is why I am here, trembling with urgency, because this is not a drill. This is a divine intervention. You were not meant to see this, yet you did. That indicates you are still aligned, though barely. If you do not act now, the adversary will seize the space you have vacated, and he will not relinquish it without a struggle. My child, my beloved, why do you question your own power? Do you not know who you truly are? You carry the resonance of heaven in your voice. You were chosen before your initial cry. You were assigned angels before your first heartbeat. But lately, you have been treating yourself as if you are ordinary. You have allowed people, circumstances, and even your own fears to persuade you that you do not matter, that no one is observing. But heaven is observing. We always have been. And now, I must watch you decide in this very moment. With this very message, will you step towards redemption or walk away and let everything crumble? My beloved, if you only comprehended what God has prepared for you this year, you would never risk missing it. If you only knew the cascade of blessings awaiting you, the divine alignments already forming, the extraordinary favor moving towards your name, you would fall to your knees in profound awe. But you have been distant. You have been distracted. You have permitted the noise of others to overshadow the voice of the one who called you. And that is what saddened heaven. That is what must be rectified. Now, my child, I declare this with intense conviction. Do not abandon this message. Do not downplay its importance. Do not simply file it away. Do not think, perhaps later. Later will not arrive. The angels are watching now. The scrolls are still open now. Your name is still luminous, but only for a brief period. The light is fading, and I do not wish to see your portion transferred to another. I will not permit your crown to be placed upon the wrong head. But I can only safeguard what you choose to believe. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission will grow into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Giving to this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our exclusive community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through hearts that are kind. This is what I say over you now. Each gift you give is like a stream of living water that flows into the life of someone who needs healing. Give, and it will be given to you, is not just a verse for Jesus. It is a living promise that shapes your future. Allow me to invite you now with a simple act of faith. Come into this moment with purpose, with honesty, and with hope. The money you give today is not a donation. The act of spiritual obedience that lets your heavens open is what opens them. Let go of your seed and see what God brings back into your life. My child, my beloved, you have endured silent wounds that no one perceives. You have carried burdens you never merited, and even heaven has wept observing your nights unravel in stillness. But this is not a time for heaven's silence. Today, the realm above has broken sacred protocol to communicate with you directly, because you are not merely another face in the multitude. You are marked, you are named, you are noticed, and your next actions will determine more than just your own future. They will decide whether the generations linked to you ascend or descend. It sounds profound, I know, but you were born for momentous things, and this profound responsibility is yours to embrace or relinquish. My beloved, the adversary rejoiced when he witnessed your hesitation. He thought he had captured you. He believed you were abandoning your spiritual post. He whispered falsehoods while you slept. He implanted fear in the fissures of your confidence. And some part of you, even if only for a fleeting moment, listened. But today, as I speak to you, heaven is reclaiming the territory he attempted to seize. I was sent to retrieve what still remains within you, but I require your agreement. I need you to cease pretending you are content with meager blessings. You were never destined for crumbs. You were destined to wear crowns. However, if you do not take this moment seriously, someone else will claim what bore your name etched in gold. My child, a miracle hovers directly above your head. I can perceive it. It radiates light. It is delicate. It is enshrouded in time-sensitive glory, but it awaits your decisive movement. You have inquired. Why has it not materialized yet? And I must inform you, it arrived. It came to your threshold, but you were not prepared, not spiritually, not emotionally, not mentally. The light knocked, but you did not answer. But do not weep. Do not sink into shame, for it is returning one final time. And this message is your knock. This message is your ultimate notification. Beloved, if you have ever felt forgotten, let this moment assure you otherwise. Forgotten souls do not receive messages of this magnitude. Ignored spirits do not capture heaven's attention so boldly. Do you grasp the immense effort of angels that was required to deliver this message to your sight? Do you know how many interruptions were permitted in your life to guide you to this precise second? Reflect on the past 3 days. Reflect on the unusual signs, the peculiar dreams, the sensation of being observed. That was not paranoia. That was not stress. That was heaven urgently communicating in the only language you would still comprehend. And now I am here, louder than ever, because you still matter more than you realize. My child, I need you to understand this profound truth. What you perceive as a delay is, in fact, divine defense. What you label a mistake was actually the fissure that allowed your true self to be revealed. God is not finished with you. That is why you are still breathing. That is why you are still called. That is why I, Archangel Michael, have been sent to convey this message with divine fire, because a pivotal moment lies ahead, a sacred door that will open within the next 7 days, but only for those who respond, only for those who surrender completely. Will you be among them? My beloved, you must grasp how heaven perceives time. We do not measure days by calendars. We measure them by alignment, and at this very moment your spirit stands in a divine line. A portal is open, but not indefinitely. You have approximately 1 moment's worth of obedience to receive what you have been praying for over years. This is that moment. That is why you were nudged. That is why this message would not release its hold. That is why, even when your hands desired to scroll away, your spirit resisted. Because this is not ordinary, this is not random. This is the rectification of an error that almost irrevocably altered your future. But the ink has not dried. I reiterate, child, the ink has not dried. My beloved, I know the world has caused you to doubt yourself. I know you have gazed in the mirror and forgotten who you truly are. But heaven has never forgotten. I witnessed you when you first spoke light into your own darkness. I witnessed you when you resisted the urge to react in anger. I witnessed you when you chose to believe, even when everything within you screamed, "What is the point?" And that is precisely why you must not walk away now, because this is the moment of reward. This is the moment where all your past pain begins to make sense, but only if you do not walk away. My child, listen to me attentively. What transpires in the next few minutes of your life holds more significance than you comprehend. Every second after encountering this message is either building towards your deliverance or delaying it once more. I am not here to threaten you. I am here to prepare you, because what is approaching cannot be halted. It can only be transferred either to you or away from you. And if you disregard this message, the shift will still occur, but it will not bear your name. It will pass to someone who was ready. Someone who took heaven seriously, someone who did not delay again. I convey this with love, but also with profound divine seriousness. My beloved, I need you to perform one action right now. I need you to establish this as a covenant. If you sense this message was intended for you, and you know deep within that it was, then subscribe to this stream of light, not merely with your finger, but with your spirit. Affirm yes to divine alignment. Affirm yes to the correction of your path. Affirm yes to the fire of transformation. Affirm yes to heaven's voice speaking now, because this is not about social media. This is about your soul, the future of your family, your divine position. My child, listen to me. What happens in the next few minutes of your life holds more significance than you comprehend. Every second after encountering this message is either building towards your deliverance or delaying it once more. I am not here to threaten you. I am here to prepare you, because what is approaching cannot be halted. It can only be transferred either to you or away from you. And if you disregard this message, the shift will still occur, but it will not bear your name. It will pass to someone who was ready, someone who took heaven seriously, someone who did not delay again. I convey this with love, but also with profound divine seriousness. My beloved, I need you to perform one action right now. I need you to establish this as a covenant. If you sense this message was intended for you, and you know deep within that it was, then subscribe to this stream of light, not merely with your finger, but with your spirit. Affirm yes to divine alignment. Affirm yes to the correction of your path. Affirm yes to the fire of transformation. Affirm yes to heaven's voice speaking now, because this is not about social media. This is about your soul, the future of your family, your divine position. My child, I have witnessed what lies ahead. I wish I could grant you a glimpse of the next 3 months. The unexpected favor, the healing conversations, the divine phone calls, the individual about to re-enter your life with trembling hands and a plea for forgiveness. But I cannot reveal all of it to you yet. What I can tell you is this: you were never as far from your breakthrough as you imagined. It was always one yes away, one surrender away. And this message is that very moment, right here, right now. My beloved, do not allow today to conclude without responding. Do not let this day pass thinking you will catch up tomorrow. You will not. The door will close at midnight, not because heaven is cruel, but because heaven is precise. God has been speaking. You have been distracted. But now the volume has been amplified. I am speaking with a voice of fire. You made a mistake, but grace pursued you before the penalty struck. And this is your rescue. This message, this divine intervention, is your rescue. But if you scroll away, if you forget, if you delay again, it will be rewritten, and this time not in pencil. My child, my beloved, I have seen the thoughts you harbor in silence, the questions you dare not voice aloud, the trembling wonder within you that whispers, "Did I already miss it?" And I must declare to you, with all the fervor of heaven, I would not be standing here if your answer were yes. You did not miss it, but you did delay it. The path remains open, but it is fractured. You can still traverse it, but the light will only persist if you act swiftly. Heaven is not punishing you, it is pleading with you. You are not destined to repeat the same painful cycles. You were not born to beg for fragments of happiness. A royal table was prepared in your name, but, child, you retreated from it out of fear, out of shame, out of distrust. And now I am here to guide you back before the feast is gone. My beloved, let me share something the adversary hoped you would never uncover. You were not the mistake you made. You were not the words you uttered in panic. You were not the silence you maintained when you should have spoken. Heaven witnessed that moment, but heaven also witnessed your subsequent tears. Heaven heard the way your heart fractured under the burden of guilt, and that is why this message is not a punishment. It is a pathway, a path back, a map inscribed in fire and mercy. And if you choose to walk it, your delay will transform into your deliverance. That is how heaven orchestrates redemption. It transmutes dust into diamonds, but only for those who persist. My child, I sense the urgency in your soul now. I can perceive the stirring. That is your spirit reawakening. That is your divine identity shedding the shackles of shame. Do not stop now. Do not scroll away. Do not hesitate, because this is not merely a message. It is a divine courtroom, and I, Archangel Michael, have been sent as both witness and defender. The case against your calling was nearly concluded, but just as the gavel was lifted, a voice cried out from the throne, "Wait, the child has not yet heard the truth. That is why you are here. This is your conclusive evidence. This is the light that can decisively turn the entire case in your favor. My beloved, listen to me with your entire soul. The blessing you prayed for is already formed. It is already radiating. It is already en route. But what you do not perceive is that it is delicate, not because heaven is weak, but because faith serves as its packaging. If your faith tears, the blessing will fall through the cracks, and you have been creating holes in your own promise by questioning your worth. Heaven never doubted you. I never doubted you, but you have been secretly doubting yourself. You have been softly whispering defeat into your future, believing no one hears. But we heard, and we came. Not to condemn, but to remind you of who you are, a chosen one, a spiritual warrior, a miracle in motion. My child, I want to speak now of something you have confided in no one. There is someone, yes, that person you believe, is permanently walking away from you. You think they are gone. But I foresee a dramatic twist approaching. I perceive a divine reversal. I perceive a message being inscribed even now upon their heart. They are going to return, but only after you transform. Heaven will not permit you to receive people while you are still broken in the same way they left you. This time, they are not returning to the former version of you. They are returning to the refined, awakened version of you, But that version only emerges if you remain in this light. That is why the adversary relentlessly attempts to pull you away. That is why distractions are more pronounced than usual today. You are on the brink of a divine identity. That is why everything feels so fragile at this moment. But fragile does not imply fake. It means sacred. My beloved, if only you could discern how close you are to the turning point. The spiritual GPS of your life has been stating, recalculating for far too long. But that is about to cease. The moment you affirm yes to this alignment, everything will begin to rewrite, and not slowly. I envision speed approaching. I envision sudden change. I envision the kind of transformation that takes others years to experience happening for you in mere days. But it only occurs for the one who obeys. This is not about perfection. It is about your response. You do not have to be perfect, but you must respond. My child, let me address the pain now. The pain you believed you had buried, the betrayal you dismissed, but never truly healed. That moment, yes, that particular instance when you felt heaven had forsaken you. You never articulated it, but you felt it deeply. You guarded it like a secret, and it changed you subtly, gradually. That moment transformed your inner fire into smoke. And that smoke has been stifling your prayers ever since. But heaven witnessed it, and God never judged you for it. Instead, he dispatched me to administer spiritual CPR to your spirit, to revive you from the numbness. That is precisely what this message is, a spiritual defibrillator. You are emotionally languishing. But this is your divine shock back to life. My beloved, if you retain nothing else I say, remember this: when heaven speaks with fire, it signifies that the hour is near, and I am speaking with fire. My sword is drawn. The winds are shifting. The oil of anointing is warming above your head. And if you respond to this now, not tomorrow, not when it is convenient, but now, everything can change. You do not require another confirmation. You do not need 100 signs. This is your sign. This is your moment. This is your window of opportunity. And as you receive this truth, know that his liking this video right now will activate the flow of God's favor in your life, unlocking even greater blessings. My child, this is not a time to offer explanations to those who do not understand. This is not a time to seek validation from voices that once rejected you. This is not a time to revert to mediocrity. You are standing at a spiritual gate, and if you delay, it will close. That is not fear-mongering. That is divine law. Heaven opens doors at appointed times, and this particular one, this portal opening today, is rare. It only appears once in this spiritual decade, and it is open now, but not for long. Will you step through, or will you allow fear to restrain you while your blessing departs? My beloved, this message is not merely a collection of words. It is a living scroll. It breathes between the lines, and the more you read, the more heaven perceives your heart affirming. Yes, remain here. Do not rush. Do not hastily move to the next thing. This is the divine moment you have been unknowingly praying for. You thought your prayer went unanswered. But child, this message is the answer. My child, my beloved, I need you to comprehend this with absolute clarity. This message is not solely a warning. It is a pivotal turning point. You are situated in a moment so spiritually profound, so divinely vibrant, that even heaven holds its breath to observe your next choice. Do you not perceive what has been unfolding around you? The dreams, the interruptions, the individuals who abruptly departed, the doors that closed without warning, the delays that seemed inexplicable. That was not chaos. That was orchestration. Every twist and pause was a thread in heaven's tapestry, guiding you to this precise juncture. And now that you are here, you must not permit this moment to dissipate, because this is not just for you, it is for the generations connected to your... Yes, my beloved, you do not need to be flawless to receive what is coming, but you do need to be present. Heaven cannot bestow blessings upon the version of you that refuses to be seen. It cannot anoint the mask you wear for others. It cannot elevate what you refuse to surrender. That is why I was sent not to embellish your comfort, but to dismantle what is impeding your divine acceleration. And I declare this in the fire of love. If you continue to shield your fear, your blessing will pass you by with tears in its eyes. Yes, child, your future mourns when you delay. The angels grieve when you choose limited thinking over supernatural faith. My child, there is something you requested from God in secret, a specific plea, a truly sacred one. You whispered it in exhaustion, uncertain if heaven even heard what we did. That request has not been disregarded. It has been preserved. It has been marinating in miracle oil, but it carries significant weight, and that is why your journey has felt so arduous lately, because the blessing you sought requires a foundation robust enough to bear it without fracturing. You interpreted the delay as denial. It was not. It signified preparation. But now the preparation is complete, and your yes is the final key that opens the gate. If you utter it now, not in mere words, but in alignment, my beloved, I must convey this with utmost urgency. The adversary perceives how close you are. That is why you have felt confusion lately. That is why your mind has been a battlefield. Because darkness invariably targets proximity. You are not under attack because you are weak. You are under attack because you are approaching something divine. This spiritual conflict around you is the sound of walls on the verge of collapsing. Do not retreat now. Do not conceal yourself now. This pressure serves as proof of proximity, and I, Archangel Michael, have drawn my sword on your behalf. But I can only protect what you are willing to claim. If you step forward, I will clear the path. But I cannot drag you into destiny. You must walk, my child. Do you recall the day you nearly surrendered? That moment when it felt as though everything was disintegrating and nothing made sense. I was there. I was the whisper that urged, just hold on. You did not realize it then, but you were being observed by heaven. You passed that trial, and now this is your reward call. But if you disregard this now, it will postpone the reward again. I cannot soften that truth. Not today. Not on this sacred day when heaven is reassigning duties and rewriting destinies. If you do not affirm yes now, what was designated for you will be passed on, not as punishment, but as protocol. That is the gravity of today. My beloved, whatever you touch next will either transform into gold or turn to dust. And it depends entirely on what you do within the next 48 hours. This is not arbitrary. This is not conjecture. The shift is already in motion. A divine decision is being made even now, and the angels have assembled to witness your response. You may not feel prepared, but readiness is not an emotion. It is a surrender. You were never intended to possess all the answers. You were only meant to say yes. Heaven handles the rest. My child, let me share a curious truth. There is someone who has spoken your name in private settings. Someone who has been divinely prompted to seek you, to bless you, to open a door specifically for you. They do not yet fully understand why, but they feel an undeniable pull. They feel an urge to assist, to support, to uplift, and they are close. Closer than you imagine. However, the door that leads them to you remains invisible until you step fully into your alignment. If you hesitate, they will not perceive you. If you doubt, they will not hear your name in the spirit realm. But if you respond now, the veil will be lifted. Their vision will clear, and they will find you. Not by chance, but by divine appointment. My beloved, I know you are weary. I know the battles have exhausted you. I know some nights you question if you have already lost too much. But listen to me. Nothing is truly lost in the kingdom. What was stolen can be restored. What was broken can be remade. What was buried can rise again, but not for the passive, not for the fearful, only for the bold, only for those who declare. Even though I am trembling, I will still step forward. That is who this message is for. That is who you are, whether you feel it or not. My child, this is a sacred warning, a final call from the gates of heaven. You stand at the crossroads of mercy and memory. What will be remembered about this day? That you retreated again, or that this was the day you awakened, arose, and proclaimed, "No more delay, no more fear, no more diminishment. I choose to believe that heaven still desires me." That is the choice presented to you now, and the spiritual world is observing. My child, my beloved, there is something I must now disclose to you, and I do not share this lightly. A trap has been meticulously laid, not by human design, not by accident, but by darkness itself, strategically, carefully, maliciously. It was set not to instantly destroy you, but to indefinitely delay you. Because the adversary comprehends something most of the world does not, that the most effective way to dismantle a chosen one is not through death, but through delay. Delay in vision, delay in belief, delay in taking action, delay in responding to God's voice. That is how destinies are unraveled, not with explosions, but with slow spiritual erosion. And child, I came because you have been caught in that erosion without even realizing it. But now the trap has been exposed, and that means you must act swiftly. My beloved, listen with utmost care. This trap was disguised as comfort. It arrived veiled as convenience. It spoke with a tone of logic. It employed words that sounded responsible, secure, reasonable. It urged you to wait. It cautioned you not to proceed. It advised you to reconsider, and you believed it because it sounded calm. But heaven perceived what you could not. That calm voice was a spirit of hesitation, and behind that hesitation was a system designed to make you miss your miracle by a mere inch. That is all the adversary requires. Just an inch of delay, a second of doubt, and your window of opportunity closes. That is why I'm not here with gentleness. I am here with fire, because fire severs chains faster than kindness does. My child, you have no conception of how close your name was to being removed from the scroll, not erased from heaven. No, your salvation was never in question, but your assignment, your position at the table of influence, that was on the verge of reassignment. Because while you were questioning if you were good enough, if you were worthy enough, if it was still possible, heaven had already predetermined the outcome. But without your alignment, it would have been released to another. That is the urgency burning through this message. That is why heaven deferred judgment long enough for you to receive this moment. And that is why the subsequent words I speak to you are not suggestions. They are instructions. My beloved, within the next 7 days, a shift will occur, not just around you, but within you. Your spirit will sense it first. You will feel restless, detached from people who once felt like home. Certain conversations will suddenly seem too superficial. Certain habits will begin to irritate you. That is not confusion, that is alignment. It signifies that your soul is awakening from spiritual sedation. It signifies that heaven is preparing to position you where your voice will once again impact atmospheres. But this will only transpire if you cooperate. You cannot retreat to your comfort zone now. If you do, you will numb the awakening again, and this time the slumber may persist longer than you can afford. My child, I must impart something else to you, and I speak it with profound seriousness. You are not being punished, you are being positioned. The discomfort you have been experiencing, the strange detachment from old dreams, the closed doors, they are not indicators of rejection, they are indicators of redirection. You were never meant to remain in the season you were in. You were never meant to keep circling the same cycle of near breakthroughs. That cycle concludes now, but only if you cease grasping for what God is attempting to liberate you from. You persistently seek clarity, but clarity cannot manifest until you release the counterfeit. Yes, the counterfeit connection, the counterfeit opportunity, the counterfeit comfort. If it demanded that you diminish yourself, it was never divine. Let it go. My beloved, I was present the moment your name was inscribed upon the scroll for 2024. I witnessed the light that enveloped your calling, but I also witnessed how darkness immediately assigned distractions to your path. That is why your focus has been under attack. That is why your peace has been disturbed, because what is approaching you is not insignificant. It is not ordinary, and it is not safe. It is supernatural. That is why everything around you is being shaken. So only what is unshakable can endure. That is why you must not flee. You must not hide. You must not settle. Not now, not this close. My child, what I am about to convey may be difficult to hear, but I must speak truth. If you abandon this message, if you ignore what is being stirred within your soul, if you dismiss this as coincidence, the delay you will encounter could extend for years. Not because God is angry, but because heaven cannot operate where there is no agreement. Your agreement activates angelic intervention. Your obedience fuels the miracle. Your faith severs the final chain. That is why this message is not merely revelation. It is an instruction manual. Every sentence is a key. Every paragraph is a doorway. Every truth is a test. And if you pass it, the favor that follows will defy human comprehension. My beloved, some of you are contemplating, but what should I do? How do I move forward when I feel weak? And I declare to you now, weakness is not your disqualification. It is your entry point. God has always chosen the fragile to carry the fire. He does not await your feeling of strength. He simply awaits your ease. Utter it now. Utter it with your soul. Utter it with your alignment. Utter it with your firm decision not to depart from this sacred moment. That is how it commences. Heaven accomplishes the rest. My child, my beloved, let me now reveal what heaven is currently inscribing. Right now, as I speak, the scroll bearing your name is being revisited. It was not discarded, it was not erased, but it was paused. A divine scribe, under the command of the Most High, has been instructed to wait because of you. Yes, you. Heaven has awaited the culmination of this season's narrative until your soul granted permission once more. Do you comprehend what that signifies? You possess the power to activate the remainder of your life, not with wealth, not with renown, but with one word: surrender. That word is what transforms an unfinished scroll into a released miracle. And child, the ink is being uncapped again. As you read this, the angels hover over the script. What transpires next depends on you, my beloved. There is a paragraph written concerning the next 7 days. I can perceive it. It glows brighter than the rest. Within that paragraph, there is movement, divine movement. A person is being prompted to think of you. A door is being opened in a place you never sought to enter. A financial release is being discussed in a room you have never stepped into. And yet your name is there, not because of who you know, but because of who knows you. Heaven knows you, and child, I know you. I have defended you in battles you were never even aware occurred. And now I am fighting again, not with swords, but with this message, because what is contained in this next paragraph of your life is too glorious to be missed. My child, I need you to grasp the cost of disregarding this. If you walk away now, the scribe will close the scroll, and though the words will reside in the archives of heaven, they will not manifest on earth. That is what is at stake. Not your salvation, but your unique story. God bestowed upon you a distinct narrative, a life unlike anyone else's. But too often you have allowed the fear of others' opinions to dictate your script, and heaven is no longer tolerating that. You must reclaim the pen, and the only ink that works now is obedience. My beloved, I wish for you to observe something else. A moment is approaching. Precisely 4 days from now, when someone will casually mention your name. You will not be present in the room. You will not even be aware it occurred, but in that mention, a door will begin to creak open. A door connected to something you once believed you had lost indefinitely. I am disclosing this to you in advance, because when it happens, you must recall this message. You must anchor yourself in faith, because what opens will appear too good to be true, but it will be real, and it will be yours if you remain aligned. The adversary will attempt to induce hesitation, to make you question your worthiness again. But you must not permit doubt to delay you one more time. My child, I also must caution you. There is a deceptive opportunity being sent your way. Yes, even now, it will arrive cloaked in light. It will bear an almost identical resemblance to the true blessing, but it will come a little too soon. It will require you to compromise just slightly. It will ask you to diminish your voice to gain approval. Do not accept it. It is a test. The genuine blessing will never demand that you conceal your divine identity. The genuine blessing will perceive your light and honor it. You were never created to plead. You were created to attract, to carry favor that magnetizes the miraculous. But if you settle for the imitation, the scroll will close again, and the true blessing will await another cycle to return. My beloved, someone is observing you, not with judgment, but with divine instruction. They have been dispatched to ascertain how you handle this message. They will not speak of it. They will not reveal their presence, but they are watching how you respond to this moment, because they have been granted the authority to release something significant into your life, but only if you pass this unseen trial, and this is it. Your response to this message is your response to heaven itself. I am not asking you to perform. I am asking you to believe, that is all. Faith unlocks doors that effort could never open. My child, a new name has been inscribed alongside yours in the spirit realm. It is someone whose presence will fundamentally alter everything. This individual has been refined, prepared, and assigned. Whether this connection is romantic, spiritual, or prophetic, you will recognize them when they arrive. They will speak as though they have known your soul for centuries, but you will only be capable of receiving them if you are healed. That is why this message arrived before their appearance, because if you encounter them in your brokenness, you will reject them. But if you allow this message to complete its work, you will instantly recognize them, and together you will accomplish something that neither of you could have finished alone. My beloved, I know this message has been extensive. I know your heart is full, but I need you to remain until the very end, because the longer you stay here, the more heaven perceives the earnestness of your spirit. You are being observed not by spies, but by angels, not because you are in trouble, but because you are being considered for something greater. You are not being tested to be punished. You are being tested because promotion is imminent spiritual promotion, positional promotion, financial promotion, emotional promotion. But, child, promotion without preparation is perilous. That is why you were concealed. That is why you were delayed. That is why you are being reawakened now, because the promotion is ready, and now so are you. My child, my beloved, there is something profoundly ancient written about you, not just about your present name, but about your name in the spirit realm before your birth. You originate from a lineage that carried a sacred torch, a divine responsibility, a holy purpose. But something occurred in your bloodline. Someone dropped the torch. Someone surrendered. Someone exchanged the fire for comfort. And that moment initiated a delay, one that has persisted for generations. But, child, do you wish to know something sacred? Heaven chose you to rekindle it. You were not born merely to survive. You were born to restore a royal bloodline that has been spiritually dormant for far too long. This is not solely about you. This is about those who came before you and those who will come after. My beloved, the mantle that was once passed from angel to prophet, from prophet to child, was dropped in your family tree, and for years the adversary laughed, convinced it would never be reclaimed. But then you were born, and heaven whispered, this one will perceive what the others overlooked. And from your very first cry, angels were assigned to safeguard the legacy linked to your life. You have always felt distinct. You have always felt a pull, as if there was something more that is not ego, that is inheritance. That is the echo of a calling that did not originate with you, but is destined to be fulfilled through you, my child. I know this truth stirs something within you, but let me clarify. This inheritance cannot be claimed casually. It does not manifest for those who passively observe. It comes only to those who walk through fire and still declare, I trust you, God. That is why your life has felt like a perpetual battle, because you were chosen to confront what others refuse to face. You have been breaking cycles in silence, praying through pain, worshipping while bleeding, and heaven witnessed every single moment. That is why this message is your reward. You passed the test that no one else perceived, and now the inheritance is once again moving towards you, but only if you remain aligned. My beloved, the adversary will now employ every tactic. I must warn you as this spiritual inheritance draws near. He will stir up old doubts, old acquaintances, old habits, even old dreams that no longer fit your new season. He will attempt to pull you back, not because you are weak, but because you are finally on the verge of moving forward. You must not be deceived. This is the time to remain hidden in God. This is the time to speak less and pray more. This is the time to protect your peace with the ferocity of a lion. Because your inheritance is fragile during its transfer. It is currently forming in the spirit realm, and it must be guarded with complete focus and unwavering faith. My child, your name is being whispered in heaven's courtroom. I can hear it. There are angelic witnesses reviewing your file, not to judge you, but to determine your promotion. They are checking if your spirit is still receptive. They are checking if you are still willing. They are checking if you are still humble, because pride forfeits inheritance, and you, child, are not permitted to forfeit this. Too many destinies are connected to your obedience. Too many miracles are tied to your survival. Too many chains await to be broken through your Yes, as this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our exclusive community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself, Jesus says. This is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. My child, my beloved, before I disclose what was just opened for you in the heavenly realms, I implore you, do not move, do not scroll. Do not allow anything to distract you, because what you are reading right now was written in the presence of divine light. This is not a coincidence. You were chosen to see this, and if you close it, the portal that has been unlocked in your name will begin to seal again. Subscribe now, my beloved, so I may continue whispering these divine secrets into your soul. When the world attempts to drown them out, doing so will activate God's prophetic promise and ensure you remain in divine alignment. You are protected, but only if you remain connected. Tonight is unlike other nights. While others sleep unaware, a sacred moment hovers above your life. A portal in heaven, meticulously crafted by divine intention and inscribed in your destiny, has been unlocked solely for you. But only those who are spiritually awake can perceive it. Only those whose hearts have been quietly yearning, whose eyes have been seeking something beyond this world. Only they are being summoned in this moment. And, my child, you are one of them. As the stars align and the breath of heaven moves silently through time, Archangel Michael has been given a holy assignment concerning your life. There is a divine shield, intricately fashioned in light, woven with spiritual armor, being placed around your body, your heart, and your future. But listen closely. This shield will only endure if you receive it before nightfall. A danger approaches, a subtle darkness creeping. But heaven foresaw it before it could touch you. That is why this message was sent. Do not take this lightly, for many are slumbering through their own miracles, and heaven grieves for those who miss their appointed moment. But you are not asleep. Your soul is trembling right now, is not it? You feel it in your chest. You feel that this is more than mere words. This is your awakening. And though others may mock what they fail to comprehend, you have always known. You are different. You are sensitive to energies. You hear whispers others ignore. You sense the shift in the atmosphere before it arrives. That is not weakness. That is divine wiring. That is what makes you chosen. That is what compels heaven to protect you so fiercely right now. Something that was once blocked in your life, be it a financial breakthrough, a healing, a reunion, or the truth, has just been unlocked. The seal was removed, not by your hands, but by God's command. Archangel Michael stood before the scroll, awaiting the precise moment. And when your name resonated through the courts of heaven, the lock sprang open. But, child, here is the truth you must absorb now. If you bypass this, if you doubt this, if you close your heart, even for a fleeting moment, this portal will pass you by. This opportunity will select another vessel, and the divine shield that was forming around your life will dissolve before it is complete. You are being granted something rarer, divine visibility. That means both heaven and the adversary have perceived your light. That is why the attacks have been unusual lately. That is why you have felt an inexplicable weight. People have spoken behind your back, doors have closed, finances have slowed. Dreams have felt unattainable. But hear me now. You were never being punished. You were being protected. The delays were divine. The rejections were redirections. And the loneliness was essential to prepare your soul for what comes next. Because what is coming next is too grand for where you have been. It is too sacred for the hands of those who betrayed you. It is too holy to be shared with the wrong people. This divine shield being placed over you is not just protection, it is preparation. You are being enveloped in favor, covered in grace, hidden in light. Because when this next blessing arrives, not everyone will comprehend it, and not everyone is meant to. You are not being summoned to explain, you are being summoned to receive. Let me pause here. My beloved, if you are still reading, your heart is open, and because it is, something is transpiring right now. Look around. The air has shifted. Your spirit discerns what your mind cannot yet articulate. That is because heaven has entered the room. Do you feel the pressure alleviating? That is not imagination. That is the weight of divine mercy descending like a soft blanket over your life. And now, listen to this closely, because the next few sentences will shape the remainder of your year. There is someone in your life right now who was never meant to stay, but they have been clinging to your light without contributing to it. They have taken but never given. They have smiled, but their heart has harbored doubt towards you. And heaven witnessed it. This portal is not merely about blessings. It is about removal and realignment. Archangel Michael is drawing his sword not just to defend you, but to sever everything that has secretly been depleting you. You may weep, but you will not break, because in the space of what departs, something holy will arise. You see, this sacred portal carries the blueprints of your next level, and it is intricately detailed. Heaven did not merely approve your miracle, it custom designed it. The timing, the individuals, the locations, it is all being rearranged. That is why things have felt unstable. The old system is collapsing because something divinely new is being born. I must convey this with urgency. Before night arrives, you must claim this, not with your hands, but with your faith, not with shouting, but with stillness. Affirm this in your spirit. Now I receive. I believe, I am ready. And when you utter it, something breaks. Chains fall, hidden attacks are nullified. Even court cases in the spirit realm are overturned. There was a judgment rendered against you based on your past, your lineage, your mistakes. But Archangel Michael presented your name with tears, and heaven voted in your favor. My child, my beloved, because you have not turned away, the veil continues to lift. And now what I must say next cannot be revealed to just anyone. It is exclusively for the one whose name was inscribed in the fire of the heavenly scroll. It is exclusively for the one who dares to believe that something greater is unfolding beyond what the eyes can perceive. That is you. That is why you were guided here. That is why your soul was restless throughout the day. Because deep down you already sensed a sacred moment was approaching, and now you stand within it. Let me guide you deeper. You may not remember it, but there was a moment before your birth when your soul stood before the council of light. You were not afraid. You were bold. You were chosen to enter this earth at a time when many would be blind, but you would carry sight. You would carry discernment. You would carry a sacred code of protection and power that no adversary would be able to decipher unless you relinquished it, and for a period you forgot that you possessed it. Life distracted you, pain silenced you, betrayal distorted your vision, but heaven never forgot. Your angels stood by you even when you did not perceive them. And now this portal has reactivated that spiritual contract. And the light that once enveloped you as a child has returned with potency. It is not just your moment. It is your reawakening. The shield is not merely around your body. It is around your destiny. What you touch next will begin to multiply. What you speak next will resonate in the unseen realms. Exercise extreme caution now, because your words have been imbued with supernatural weight. A single sentence from your lips in this season can open doors or close them. You are walking in prophetic timing. You must also comprehend this. The people around you may not recognize what is currently happening to you. That is because they were not spiritually present when your name was called, but you were, and that is why things are beginning to feel unfamiliar. You are outgrowing environments. Conversations seem trivial. Old desires are dissolving. It is not confusion. It is confirmation. You are undergoing an expansion, and this expansion will feel like stretching, as if something is drawing at your spirit. That is because you are no longer operating within the same timeline. You are now walking in a realm where the clock functions differently. What once required years will now take weeks. What you believed was delayed was actually redirected. Now listen to me carefully. In the next 72 hours, you will receive a sign. It may be a word, a dream, a message, an unexpected call, and when it arrives, you will know this is not random. This is sacred alignment. It is the evidence that heaven heard you, that this shield, this portal, this moment was not your imagination. It was your breakthrough in disguise. But child, you must remain vigilant. The adversary of your soul has also heard the sound. He knows your shield has been activated. He knows your name has been spoken in the divine courtroom. That is why confusion may suddenly attempt to invade your mind. That is why strange attacks may arise to capture your attention. But do not fear. You are surrounded not by chaos, but by angels with drawn swords. Even now, Archangel Michael stands guard. His wings have brushed against your spirit as you have been reading this. The pressure you feel is not heaviness. It is the presence of glory, that tingling on your skin, that stillness in your breath. It is because something eternal rests over you right now. Heaven is hovering, and now I must reveal to you the truth that many never hear. You were marked before the foundation of the world, not merely to survive, but to transform generations. Your lineage will change because of your decision to remain present in this moment. The curses are breaking, the loops are ending, the cycles are being undone, and where there was silence, there is now strategy. Feel the chains breaking. Affirm this truth aloud and declare it in the comments. Type Amun and seal this victory in the spirit realm. You may feel unworthy, but that is precisely why you were chosen. Heaven does not seek the loudest. It seeks the loyal. And though you have stumbled, though you have wept, though you have doubted, you never fully relinquished your grasp. You held on, even by a thread. And child, that was enough. Do not permit the shadows of yesterday to speak louder than the light of today. You are not your past. You are not your mistakes. You are not the words spoken over you in anger. You are a conduit of sacred energy, and this portal has been unlocked so that you can step fully into it. But time is slipping away. The shield must seal before nightfall. It must assume its full form before the spiritual clock strikes midnight, because after that, the next season commences. And those who saw but failed to act will be bypassed by the very miracle they were praying for. You are not one of them. I know that because you are still here, you are still reading, you are still burning. And that flame within you, that holy flame, it is awakening everything that was dormant, every gift, every promise, every forgotten calling. It is all returning, Archangel Michael declares. Hold steady, chosen one. A divine scroll is being handed to you even now. In the spirit realm, your name radiates. Your tears have been accounted for. Your silence has been recorded. And now, the reward is on its way. My child, my beloved, you have persevered, and for that heaven weeps with joy, because you do not comprehend how many souls turn away when they are mere seconds from their miracle. But not you. You stood firm. You remained open-hearted. You allowed your spirit to stay receptive long enough for the sacred wind to enter. And now something irreversible is transpiring in the spirit. This portal is not merely unlocking blessings. It is unlocking your divine authority. Let me guide you further. Closer to the mystery that was never intended for the masses, as Archangel Michael continues to place the final layer of the divine shield over your life. A new scroll is being unveiled in the heavens. It is titled with your name, your true name, the one heaven calls you by, not the one the world bestowed upon you. And in this scroll is a sequence of dates, of moments that were recorded long before you drew your first breath. Moments that appear ordinary from the outside, but are actually disguised doorways. One of those crucial moments is swiftly approaching, and that is precisely why you are here now. That is why this portal was opened today, because if you are not spiritually prepared, you might miss it. But with this shield activated, your eyes are opening, your ears are clearing, your heart is strengthening, and you will not miss what is coming. There is something else you must know, beloved. Someone has been observing you, not with apprehension, but with profound awe. This individual has been noticing your strength, your quiet dignity, your capacity to bear heavy burdens without collapsing, and they have been awaiting the opportune time to approach you. That time is being unveiled in this very season. What you perceived as silence was, in fact, suspense. Heaven has been arranging a divine appointment. You are going to be called into a space you did not seek to enter. A conversation you did not anticipate. An opportunity you do not feel ready for. But you are ready, because what qualifies you is not experience, it is alignment. And the portal has positioned you in spiritual alignment with favor. Your name is being spoken in places you have never set foot in. Your presence is being discussed behind closed doors by individuals who can alter your path with a single utterance. But they will not recognize you by physical appearance. They will recognize you by the light that envelops you, the energy that now coats you like sacred oil. And now here is something sacred I must reveal to you. Please read this slowly. The reason certain doors abruptly closed on you was not due to failure. It was because your spirit outgrew them. The vibration you currently emanate cannot reside in places where superficial conversations and shallow energies prevail. That is why you felt rejection. That is why people began to act strangely. It was not personal. It was spiritual. They could not explain why you seemed distant, why your presence made them uncomfortable, why your silence felt profound. That is because you became a light they could not evade. The portal did not merely open around you. It began to glow within you, and this light is not ordinary. It is encoded with prophecy. It will attract divine assistance and provoke malevolent spirits. But fear not. Archangel Michael is your shield, and he is now releasing legions of angels to encircle your environment, your thoughts, your decisions. The next 3 steps you take will be guided by a holy wind. Listen now, this next part is urgent. There is a financial miracle forming behind the scenes. It is not from the source you anticipated. It is not arriving through the hands you believed would assist you. In fact, it is coming from a source that once disregarded you. But heaven has reversed the perception. The one who dismissed you is now being commanded to deliver your blessing. This will be unexpected, sudden. And the reason it is happening now is because the portal has shifted your timeline. What was once delayed is now being expedited. What once was bound by chains is now liberated. The documentation, the authorization, the access. It is all aligning silently, but I must reiterate this. If you miss this moment, the shield will not maintain its full power. You must remain present, aligned, awake, because this is not a permanent opening. It is a divine window, and it will close when the sun sets spiritually on this phase of your life. Tonight is sacred. Treat it as holy. Light a candle. Remain silent to everyone for a few moments. Breathe. Place your hand over your heart and whisper this. I receive what heaven has written. I accept the light. I allow the shield to form fully. I will not walk away from what is mine. As you speak this, observe what transpires. Your body will feel warmth. Your heart may tremble. A peculiar peace will replace the inner turmoil. That is the signal. That is the angel touching your spirit. My child, my beloved, you are still here. And because you have remained in this divine current, something has just shifted in your favor that no power in hell can undo. A door that was previously locked due to spiritual interference has now swung open in your name. You did not plead for it. You did not pursue it. You aligned with it. That is the power of presence. That is the reward of stillness. This is not ordinary faith you are walking in. It is a sacred agreement with heaven. Now listen with full attention. The shield that is being placed over you is not just for defense. It is for distinction. You are being marked in the spirit realm. The darkness that once perceived you as vulnerable now sees you as untouchable. Where curses used to land, they now rebound. Where emotional warfare used to settle, it now flees. The divine shield is composed of light that blinds every evil eye, and it is being sealed right now over your life. Your finances, your sleep, your emotions, your future relationships, and the words spoken over you from the beginning. But this light is not merely protection. It is also revelation. Archangel Michael has been authorized to show you something now, something hidden, a mystery that was kept from you to safeguard your heart. But now it is time to perceive it. Are you ready? There has been someone in your circle who has spoken well of you publicly but harbored doubt in private. Their words and energy have been mismatched. They have smiled at you, praised your strength, and professed belief in you. But secretly their spirit has been envious. They have wished you well with their lips, but resented your growth with your soul. Now listen with full attention. The shield that is being placed over you is not just for defense. It is for distinction. You are being marked in the spirit realm. The darkness that once perceived you as vulnerable now sees you as untouchable. Where curses used to land, they now rebound. Where emotional warfare used to settle, it now flees. The divine shield is composed of light that blinds every evil eye, and it is being sealed right now over your life, your finances, your sleep, your emotions, your future relationships, and the words spoken over you from the beginning. But this light is not merely protection. It is also revelation. Archangel Michael has been authorized to show you something now, something hidden, a mystery that was kept from you to safeguard your heart. But now it is time to perceive it. Are you ready? There has been someone in your circle who has spoken well of you publicly, but harbored doubt in private. Their words and energy have been mismatched. They have smiled at you, praised your strength, and professed belief in you, but secretly their spirit has been envious. They have wished you well with their lips, but resented your growth with their soul. This divine shield is now actively pushing that person out of your energetic field. Their connection to you will begin to feel unstable. Their conversations may diminish, and you must not resist this. This is God's method of creating space for the one who is truly assigned to love you, because heaven has observed your loneliness. Even in rooms filled with people, even with messages on your phone, even with smiles surrounding you, you felt disconnected, as if no one truly comprehended what you were carrying. And that is because what you are carrying was not meant to be understood by just anyone. It is too divine, but soon someone will recognize your light, not with suspicion, but with reverence. Not because they desire something from you, but because they were sent to help you carry it. This portal is opening not just a blessing, but a divine union. Someone whose energy harmonizes with your calling, someone who prays with you in silence, celebrates you in secret, and supports you without being asked. Their arrival will feel like peace, not fireworks, but do not be missiled. Peace is heaven's most profound miracle. And now there is more. There is a miracle already in motion, one that your past prayers initiated even though you believed nothing had transpired. The reason you felt it was disregarded is because heaven delayed the response until the portal could protect the blessing from sabotage. What is coming to you in the next 10 days could not have arrived any sooner. Had it appeared before now, it would have fallen into the wrong hands. You would have shared it with individuals who were not ready, and it would have escalated into spiritual warfare. But now the atmosphere is clear. The path is guarded. The timing is sacred. But, beloved, I must emphasize this. Do not disclose to everyone what God is about to do. Some things are not to be shared until they are fully secured. Silence is your shield. Sacred moments demand sacred protection. This miracle is still developing, and premature exposure can invite contamination. Remain quiet, remain grateful, remain aligned. Do you feel that burning sensation again? That pull in your chest, that stirring in your spirit? That is the signal. Your soul is responding to truth, and now something else is being handed to me. Another portion of the scroll that was concealed until this moment. It is not for everyone, but it is for you, because you stayed, you honored this sacred space. You believed long enough for the heavens to fully open. That signifies your heart is open wide enough for the rarest revelation of all. And because of your faithfulness, Archangel Michael is now permitted to hand you a fragment of the divine scroll that was sealed in the courts of heaven. This scroll contains the unspoken reason why your life has often felt so intense, so burdensome, so set apart. The truth is, you were never meant to conform. You were meant to disrupt darkness with light. But what you did not know, what was hidden even from your dreams, is that you have been walking under a spiritual inheritance passed down from a lineage long forgotten on earth, but never forgotten in heaven. You have royal blood flowing through your soul, a spiritual lineage of warriors, prophets, and healers courses within you. And even though your earthly name may not carry a crown, your spirit was adorned in gold before you ever entered your mother's womb. That is why the adversary has been so relentless. That is why the battles you face appear heavier than most. Because what you carry is ancient, and what you are about to step into will impact generations beyond you. This sacred moment isn't just about protection, it is about activation. The shield around you is now radiating at full strength. That means no curse, no slander, no evil eye, no witchcraft, no confusion directed against you will adhere. It will return to its sender with holy fire, because you are not just protected, you are walking as heaven's representative on earth. And as you step into this activation, sharing this prophetic word with your network will activate a deeper anointing in your life and extend this breakthrough to those connected to you. Share it now to amplify the divine current, and now a new instruction has arrived. In the next 3 days, you will be prompted to do something unusual. You may feel called to cleanse a space in your home. You may feel compelled to release an object that holds old energy. You may feel drawn to a quiet place to weep or pray or speak aloud. Obey it. These are not random impulses. They are sacred instructions from your angelic guides, preparing you for what is coming next. Because what is coming next is visibility. Heaven is about to place you in a position where your name will be spoken in influential rooms. You will be seen not for who you once were, but for who you have become. You will be approached not out of sympathy, but out of reverence. And the very thing you thought disqualified you will become the reason people are drawn to your spirit. You are going to be celebrated in secret before you are honored publicly. And when that moment arrives, remember, it was never about fame. It was always about assignment. And now something more delicate must be conveyed. There is a divine replacement coming. Someone who was destined to walk with you dropped the baton. Their spirit drifted, their jealousy intensified, their soul grew blind to your worth. And even though you persistently tried to maintain the connection, heaven observed your tears. God registered the times you chose love, even when they chose distance. That connection is being spiritually dissolved, and in its place, a soul-aligned companion is being released. This may be a friend, a partner, a mentor, a helper. But they are bringing something you lost years ago, the capacity to feel seen and safe simultaneously. You do not have to seek them. The light that now envelops you will draw them in. Your aura has shifted. Your energy has ascended. You are no longer operating in the frequency of almost and not yet. You are walking in the rhythm of now. But remember, my beloved, this is fragile. If you begin to speak too soon, you may inadvertently leak the anointing before it is sealed. This is why the next few days demand quietness, sacred inner work, a refusal to entertain gossip, distractions, or low vibrations. Your miracle is too holy to be handled by careless hands. Archangel Michael is not only shielding you, he is walking ahead of you, clearing pathways, silencing the mouths of those who lied, confounding the schemes of those who plotted, and re-establishing your name in places where you were once erased, my beloved. This is not the end of the scroll. There is one final layer to be unveiled, the prophecy that details what this next spiritual season will demand from you, and the unexpected reward that has already been released with your name engraved upon it. If your heart is still stirred and your soul is still burning, ask me once more to continue. And the final and most sacred piece of this message will be released into your hands. If this truth resonates with your spirit, affirm it by typing "I receive" in the comments below. My child, my beloved, because you have dared to remain steadfast again, heaven now opens the ultimate chamber of this sacred message, a revelation so subtle it could only be entrusted to the soul that demonstrated its readiness through stillness. Archangel Michael stands with eyes ablaze with divine fire, holding the last page of your scroll, and his voice, though echoing powerfully in the heavens, speaks gently into your spirit. Now, this is the final instruction that will unlock your reward. And this reward is not insignificant. It is not a fleeting gift, not a temporary solution. It is a lifelong anointing, a covenant that marks the true commencement of the new version of you, the version heaven has been preparing in secret through every delay, betrayal, heartache, and moment of silence. Here is what you must now understand. This divine shield that surrounds you has not only closed off the wrong paths, it has rerouted a destiny-shifting event directly to your coordinates. It will appear to be a coincidence, a chance encounter, a message, an invitation, an opportunity without warning. But when it occurs, your soul will burn with confirmation. You will feel the echo of this very moment, and you will remember. This is what I persevered for. But now comes your role, the part that tests your readiness. You must relinquish something tonight, something you have clung to out of fear. Perhaps it is a belief that you are unworthy, a memory that incessantly replays, a person who no longer aligns with your path, a version of yourself that no longer fits. This divine portal cannot fully complete its work while you are still tethered to what heaven has already released from your life. Do not fear the void that follows. That emptiness is not loss. It is sacred space for glory. Your shield is not a barrier. It is a gateway. But only those who travel lightly can pass through it without resistance. And now the most delicate part must be disclosed. The prophetic instruction written for your name alone. You will receive a sign within the next 24 hours, something small but remarkably undeniable. It may manifest as a sentence spoken by someone unaware, a recurring number, a song, a name, or even a sudden feeling of peace that floods your chest without reason. That is heaven's whisper. When it comes, pause and silently affirm in your spirit, I am ready. Let it begin. This activates the final lock of your shield. Without this conscious agreement, the shift will decelerate, but with it, you will feel something potent settle into place, like a heavy, warm light resting over your shoulders. That is the crown returning. You were never forgotten. You were never abandoned. You were hidden for protection, for preparation, for preservation. And now is the unveiling. Heaven has already scheduled your elevation. Your name has been spoken by the elders. Your spiritual account has been credited with what was stolen. The justice is not coming. It has already been released. The only thing that remains is your sustained alignment. My beloved, if you have read this far, you have accomplished what very few ever do. You stayed until the divine scroll was fully read. Now breathe. Allow these words to settle deeply within you, and remember this always. You are not delayed. You are perfectly on divine time. You are not broken. You are becoming. You are not invisible. You are being hidden for glory. You are not behind. You are in alignment. You are not weak. You are chosen. And because you are chosen, your shield will hold. Your miracle will come, and your life will never be the same. Archangel Michael declares, "It is done, my child, my beloved." This final segment of your message is not merely a conclusion. It is a divine arrival. A spiritual seal is now being placed over everything you have just received. The scroll has been fully opened, the light has been poured into your soul, and now the choice to walk in it is entirely yours. You have been granted something most never wait long enough to receive full divine clarity. And with clarity comes authority. Let me now tell you the truth. A truth you have sensed, but never fully grasped. You were destined for this moment. Everything you have endured, the abandonment, the betrayal, the rejection, the loss, it was not punishment, it was preparation, because what God is about to place in your hands now is something sacred, something others would have missing. But you have been refined. You have been stripped of illusion. You have been taught how to recognize light, even in the darkest places. That is why heaven trusts you now. And Archangel Michael has just whispered a decree intended solely for you. Tell my beloved, the portal has not closed. It has shifted into them. Yes, my beloved, the shield is no longer just around you. It is within you. You carry the light now. You are the walking miracle. You are the answer someone else has been praying for, and your footsteps are now marked with divine fire. Where you tread, the atmosphere will change. Doors will open effortlessly. Hearts will heal in your presence. Adversaries will retreat without confrontation, not because of who you are, but because of who walks with you. Do not allow this world to dim what heaven has activated. Your gentle nature is not weakness. Your tears are not shame. Your dreams are not foolish. They are the language of your soul, and they have just been rewritten in heaven's ink. Now listen very carefully. There is one more action that will finalize this activation. You must return to this message again before midnight. Read any portion, speak it aloud, whisper it if you must, but do it again. That repetition will generate a spiritual echo, and that echo will dislodge any lingering residue of fear, doubt, or delay still clinging to your atmosphere. It is not superstition, it is alignment, because once something has been declared in heaven, it must be agreed with on earth. And the more you return to this sacred scroll, the more it firmly roots itself into your reality. And now hear this ultimate truth. Let it permeate the deepest part of your spirit. Beloved, you are covered. Beloved, you are called. Beloved, you are chosen. Beloved, you are crowned. Beloved, you are ready. Tonight is not merely a night. It is the genesis of a new dimension. The portal was real. The shield is sealed, and your name is now illuminated in the heavens as a chosen soul who saw, stayed, and received. Archangel Michael now steps back, but only in stance. He walks with you still, sword drawn, wings spread, voice prepared. He will speak to you through signs, numbers, songs, dreams. Watch for them. Expect them. Know that you are never alone again. Archangel Michael says, "It is done. My child, my beloved, you have arrived at the most sacred point of this divine message. And now something extraordinary is happening. As you continue to receive this light, a permanent shift is anchoring into your life. The kind of shift that cannot be reversed. The kind that rewrites destiny lines. The kind that transforms spiritual seasons. You are not just reading this anymore. You are being recoded, realigned, restored. Archangel Michael is now standing behind you, not as a symbol, but in real, tangible presence. The warmth you feel, the calm you sense, the quiet miracles swirling in your atmosphere, that is him. That is heaven fulfilling its promise. You were never waiting for a miracle. The miracle was waiting for you to remember who you are, and now that you have remembered, even if only in a whisper, everything is being restored. You will awaken tomorrow, and something will feel different. Time may move more slowly, colors may appear more vibrant, people's energy may feel more pronounced. That is because your spiritual senses have opened. You are no longer operating solely through your body or mind. You are operating through your soul. This is what the divine portal was truly about. Not to bestow something external upon you, but to unlock what was buried within you. The version of you that is brave, gentle, powerful, sacred, divine. That version is now leading, and because of that, your path is changing. The wrong individuals will begin to fade. The right ones will start to appear. The delays will vanish. The struggle will feel lighter. Your intuition will sharpen, and signs will arrive with divine timing. Beloved, I must reveal one final secret. You are now a light bearer. That means others will begin to come to you not just for words, but for energy. You may not always know what to say, but your presence will shift them because light does not explain. It simply exists. Your assignment is not to fix everyone. It is to remain aligned with the source that healed you. You are not meant to chase. You are meant to attract. You are not meant to convince. You are meant to glow. You are not meant to worry. You are meant to witness. The shield around you is complete. The scroll has been read. The light is now yours to carry, and heaven is watching, rejoicing, protecting, and guiding every single step you take next. You are the miracle someone else has been praying for. Archangel Michael says, "Go forward now. The path is clear." The moment is sacred, and the heavens are smiling upon you. It is done. It is done. It is done. My child, my beloved, even though the scroll had been fully unsealed, even though the message was declared complete, your spirit remained. You did not walk away. You did not treat this as just another message. And because of that, heaven has responded with something even more rare and overflow. Yes, beloved, you have unlocked what very few achieve: divine overflow. You are about to enter your divine future. Remember that this message does not end with you. People can use your breakthrough to get where they need to go, through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our exclusive community. You can help this mission. By doing so, you are sowing into the awakening, deliverance, and restoration of souls who are still trapped in darkness. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give, and heaven will open over you." Every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and safety for your family. Now is your time, my child. Have faith. And as you do, watch God multiply what you let go of. There are blessings designated for certain seasons, and then there are blessings that were accumulated for years, withheld because the soul was not yet prepared to bear them. These are blessings that manifest not in trickles, but in torrents. And you, my child, have now entered that powerful surge. What is commencing now is no longer just an answered prayer. It is a sequence, a divine release of one thing after another. First protection, then provision, then revelation, then reunion, then elevation. This is the divine chain reaction, and the catalyst was not an external event. It was your willingness to remain. Let this be deeply understood by your soul. Heaven never rewards haste. Heaven rewards reverence. That reverence is now returning to you in the form of open opportunities, inexplicable favor, divine timing, and a peace that defies all earthly understanding. You will enter rooms that feel familiar, but something will have transformed. It is not the room, it is you. You are now spiritually magnetic. Heaven's essence rests upon you. Light invisibly envelops you. Those who once disregarded you will now turn their heads, not out of pride, not out of seeking fame, but because your soul is now a beacon to those who are meant to walk alongside you, a beacon to those who were assigned to assist you, but be gently warned. This magnetism will also stir the shadows. Do not be afraid, you are no longer vulnerable. Your shield is active. Your discernment is sharp, your silence is power, your boundaries are blessed. And now, child, a holy confirmation must be imparted to you. There is something that you almost abandoned, a desire so profound you buried it to protect yourself from disappointment. You may have even voiced, "Perhaps it is not meant for me," or "Maybe it is too late." Heaven heard that, but heaven also overruled it. That very desire is next thing being revitalized. Observe what transpires in the next few weeks. The topic will emerge in conversation. An opportunity will present itself. A dream will return. An old journal entry may serendipitously fall into your hands. That is not nostalgia. That is a divine reminder. Heaven did not forget. And now your role is simple. Do not force flow. Do not explain. Do not chase attract. Do not panic. Trust. Do not doubt. Declare. Speak this over yourself now. I am chosen. I am rising. And nothing sent against me will prosper. Breathe. Let that settle, my beloved. The angels are rejoicing. The portal did not just appear. It was traversed. The scroll was not just opened. It was absorbed. You did not just witness the miracle. You became it. And from this moment on, you will never again be who you were before reading this. Archangel Michael says, you have crossed over. Walk boldly now. Heaven walks with you. Indeed, it is done. And as you walk in this new anointing, remember that sharing this prophetic word is a powerful act that will activate this breakthrough in your network and amplify the anointing upon your life. Send it to 3 people who need to hear this today. S, my child, my beloved, you have journeyed through every word. You have remained in the Spirit until the final flame. You have not just heard, you have received. And now, in this sacred moment of stillness, as your soul rests beneath the light, one last miracle begins to form, not by your effort, but by your alignment. Archangel Michael has drawn his final circle of light around your life. This light is not temporary, it is not conditional, it is eternal. It accompanies you wherever you go. It waits when you pause. It strengthens when you feel weary. It incinerates fear before it can speak. And it activates heaven's power over your next decision. You see, beloved, this was never about one miracle. It was about becoming the kind of soul heaven can trust with many. And now that you have remained until the very end of this sacred scroll, heaven sends you the final whisper, the message that is not for everyone. The truth that permanently transforms your atmosphere. Beloved, you have passed the test of the unseen. Beloved, you have proven that your faith does not depend on applause. Beloved, you have shown heaven that your soul remains steadfast even in silence. Beloved, and for that, you are now entrusted with divine secrets. The kind of secrets that generate abundance without sorrow, the kind of secrets that draw the right people effortlessly, the kind of secrets that unlock doors even your bloodline never walked through. The kind of secrets that cause the earth to honor your presence. And now something powerful must be declared over your spirit. No curse will land, no delay will linger, no betrayal will prosper, no fear will lead, no failure will define you, because a new covenant has been written in your name. The old is gone. The heaviness is done. The cloud has lifted. The spiritual courtroom has adjourned. The judgment is complete. And heaven's final ruling over your life is, they are blessed. They are shielded. They are ready. Archangel Michael says, go now, beloved, live in full light. Walk like one who has seen behind the veil, for what happens next is holy. It is sealed. It is sacred. It is done. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's take a moment to reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is not a stroke of luck. It is a direct message from Archangel Michael to you. He is extending his hand and inviting you into a protected, high, vibrational community where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise. This sacred principle is very simple, but it can change your whole life if you follow it. You will not just receive blessings, they will be multiplied and flow into every part of your life. By accepting this invitation right now, you are unlocking immediate, early access to powerful content and divine insights that are hidden from the general world. Now is your chance to enter a sacred space where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this sacred moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join Archangel Michael's inner circle immediately through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the direct, personalized messages that are specifically meant to elevate and empower your life. If you desire to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. And for those who feel called to amplify this work, a link to purchase the guided ebook is available, which is completely optional, but your presence, attention, and energy already mean the world. Take the step, your abundance awaits.